Helps if I'm actually clicked over on the video, yeah? Oh, that's such a good sound. I love that sound.
Explore a mysterious planet in this
This area's
first-person
I've shown
adventure.
off before.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. When the Galactic Federation UTO Research Center is attacked by arch-rival Silex, the lone hunter Samus Aran answers their distress call and becomes entangled in an unexpected disaster. She awakens on an unknown planet called
What is
Vuros.
that?
Now,
That's a big ass
she must
tower.
fight to survive the planet and find a way home.
Okay, so the unknown planet.
As Samus, you will explore lush jungles full of plant life.
Very
A factory
green.
roaring with thunderous storms.
Salt fortune. Okay.
A research lab frozen in ice.
Okay. Of course, it's required for us to have an ice and a
nestled in
fireplace.
volcano,
Yeah.
all of which contain remnants of a civilization long extinct. The maps are maze-like and intricately detailed.
Okay, it's good to see them bringing back the old
And
Prime
ferocious
Soul
beasts
maps,
will
of
stand
course.
in your way.
Those enemies! Oh god, it
Key to
looks so good.
exploration is the scan visor, which you'll use to gather information from the environment.
It feels kind of weird that they're
Why did
like
this planet's civilization crumble? And
going
what
over
they
these
left behind?
abilities.
Could there be a clue to your escape?
Like this is all stuff like it's
Scan
typical for a
various
Metroid
objects
game,
to
for the most
collect
part.
and analyze information to find a way forward.
Oh, well, armor looks amazing.
Your core abilities include Samus's Power
The power beam, yeah.
which can shoot
Yeah.
rapid fire.
Again,
full
these
charged,
things look like the enemies from Prime
highly
3.
accurate target tracking missiles.
Of course, those are the robots that were shown in that like little mini trailer the other day.
Form-altering morph ball.
Jump seems like a little weird one to be mentioned. The
and
new
dash
morph ball looks
locked on
sick.
Target. During your adventure, you will also receive mysterious powers passed down on Vuros. Psychic abilities.
Yep, they already mentioned these,
Direct the
but
control beam's trajectory with the
okay,
power
yeah,
of
we've
your
seen
mind.
that before. That's still gonna be really fucking cool to do.
And use the psychic glove to manipulate energy.
I think we
and
saw a little bit
activate
of this
machinery.
in the other trailer.
Harnessing these abilities, you can access
Well,
new
that's cool.
areas, greatly
Okay.
expanding the
So
exploring
that's
world.
kind of a throwback to the 2D Metroids. That's friggin' cool. Oh, we're gonna talk about Viola now?
The various zones are connected by a central desert called Soul Valley.
Yeah, this
By
is that barren
obtaining
wasteland that
Viola,
we saw
a
before.
machine left behind by an ancient civilization, you can freely traverse the roadless desert as you head for each zone. Certain actions can be taken while riding Viola. These include countering attacks from approaching enemies,
Have we seen some of this?
and
There's the
smashing
Kira
crystals
slide.
at high speed to convert them into the energy you'll need on your adventure. Plus,
So,
if Samus
I
is in
guess
a location
that's
where
like
she can ride Viola,
gas for the
it can be
vehicle?
summoned instantly. And by dismounting, you'll return to a first-person perspective to continue exploring.
This is an interesting. Okay, now there's
Like
Galactic
Samus,
Federation.
some Galactic Federation troopers were also transported to Vuros.
We get to see their faces some more.
Beacon received.
Follow distress signals to help the troopers. and
Okay, I like that.
occasionally battle alongside them. They can even provide useful upgrades. Teamwork is key.
See, that's cool.
hope to escape the planet alive.
That's gonna be really cool. I'm not gonna lie. Plasma beam? Yeah, there's definitely a plasma beam and electricity beam. Hold on, what?
Well, if it's the only way off this rock, all right, I'm in.
What do you say? Teammates?
It appears you require assistance.
I had no interest in anyone but my family. Now it's a little different.
When we get home, I hope we can keep the band together.
I can't wait to see my family. When I get back home,
Oh, it looks so good.
A new fate and an unknown destiny await on planet View.
Oh,
Samus and her allies fight to survive.
we gonna fight a dragon?
To begin. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Available December 4th, only on the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. The footage shown was from the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of the game. You can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2.
Interesting. I don't think I'm gonna
Simply adjust
use
how you
mouse
hold the Joy-Con
controls.
2 controllers to seamlessly swap between standard and mouse controls as you play.
It is cool that you can do that, but
Plus, you can explore the immersive world in 4K at 60 frames per second, or enjoy smoother action in full HD at 120 frames per second. Choose from these two modes, both of which support HDR, based on your preference and play style.
oh, that's
The
cool.
Nintendo Switch 2 edition of the game can be played on Switch 2. Please be sure to purchase the game edition that matches your system. Plus, Nintendo Switch 2 players who have Metroid Prime 4 Beyond on Nintendo Switch can upgrade to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing the upgrade pack. 3 new Metroid Prime 4 Beyond series
Which we already have 2 of those
will also be
amiibos.
available. Tap these amiibo to unlock additional features in the game.
Oh. Okay. No. Okay. So that was a way better trailer than the last one they put out. Like that first trailer they put out and they just showed the barren desert had me kind of concerned with the way the game was looking. Like I trust Retro Studios to do their shit, but it definitely was concerning just to really see the desert and mostly empty spaces of the areas. Let's go back and take a look at a couple things because there are some things that I noticed throughout the trailer as I was watching it, like the different beam weapons there towards the end. A couple of like references and callbacks to like the 2D Metroid games as well, which we've already gotten Metroid Dread on Switch. So let's go ahead and play it back through a little bit. And we'll do like full breakdown. And of course, as you see here, this is the clip that we've seen a couple different times before. Or yeah, it was beautiful. Where Samus already has this gem like implanted into her head. That like from my understanding is whatever was in that like weird oval shape container. You're supposed to be trying to catch it. They showed off a little bit of that in one of the other trailers. It's like this area has been seen
Explore a
before,
mysterious planet
but now we have
in this
like
first-person adventure.
an actual name for this area: Fury Green.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
And this
The
we saw
Galactic
from the other
Federation
trailer.
UTO
Hold on a second. Let me back that up just a second. Did I see Samus's ship? Is that Samus's new ship? Hold on.
win the
There's no way that's Samus's new ship. I'm pretty sure she had the regular ship, right?
Galactic
In the other trailer, if I remember correctly.
Federation UTO Research Center is attacked by arch-rival
And we see Psylocke has Metroids here, so his egg snatching was successful and he grew something. Or grew them, and we knew that. But I'm guessing he's grown a lot more Metroids.
Psylocke. The lone
Which also begs me to want to know when this is on the timeline for Metroid. Whether this is before Dread or after Dread. Because I'm assuming that because Prime 1 through 3 is between Metroid 1 and Samus Returns, if I remember correctly. That this could be between Samus Returns and Super Metroid. But we'll find out.
hunter Samus Aran answers their distress call.
But see, this is I love the just looking at that. That looks so goddamn good. Like Samus's armor, it's so detailed, and then you got the fucking Galactic Federation in the background, and they even look really well.
And becomes entangled in an unexpected disaster.
Yeah, this thing. This is what the crystal comes out of. Is this thing that's hitting the floor over here. That transports
She
Samus
awakens
to
on an unknown planet called Vuros.
Euros. Okay.
Now,
That's that new species. They're gonna be. I'm assuming they're gonna be very similar to like the Chozo and the Luminoth. Probably closer to the Luminoth from Prime 2.
she must fight to survive the planet and find a way home.
So this map is really interesting too because it kind of shows all the different areas when it pops it down like
Find
that.
a way.
A little bit further back.
Now, she must fight to survive the planet.
So yeah, so as we're looking at it down here, I'm guessing this is going to be where your ice place is. This is probably the Fury Greens. This is that Volt charge area. Well, there's two others, it looks like, here and here. Maybe that's the ice area? It's up here in this top part? Not entirely sure on
And
that.
find a way home. As Samus, you will explore
Yeah,
lush
so Fury
jungles
Green for the
full of
overground
plant
jungle, which is where
a
the giant
factory
tree is.
roaring with
Volt
thunderous
Forge.
storms.
Okay.
A research lab frozen
Ice
in
belt.
ice.
So right here on the screen, actually, that way, we can see that plasma beam's making a return, it looks like. Or at least some form of fire beam, which should be the plasma beam. It has a tendency of coming back, which I really like as kind of a reference to the first Prime game, since this is like the new part of a new trilogy for the Prime series. So it makes sense to come back to stuff like that. Hold on a second. There was something else there too, though. It's like, because if we look at it down here, I'm guessing this is the count of being able to control, like mind control it to move around. I'm guessing that's what this is. And of course, you have your missiles here. It's interesting, though, that missiles are right on the D-pad instead of just a swap, and then you have multiple missile types. So I'm assuming that we're probably going to get like super missiles or missile upgrades that are all built into the missile, which kind of might suck. But then we'll probably get like a combination of if you're charging this and then you hit your missile, it's going to do like like the flamethrower and stuff like that, the special charge missile abilities. Again, it's what it's looking like. There's also something on the map up there I just noticed as well. The Samus is looking forward, so this would be in that corner of the room. I'm okay, so behind this door here, based off of what the map looks like, that could possibly be either a save point on the other side of that door over there, or an energy recharge station. But based off like the design of it being like the M on top of the flat plate, that more so resembles how like the save stations looked in the previous Prime games. So that's what I'm assuming that is.
And a facility nestled in a volcano.
Molten facility flare pool. So here again, we see that it looks like ice beams making a return right here. So fire, ice, which is really cool. I'm guessing that these are like thermal rooms since the doors are like yellow. So you're probably going to have some sort of upgrade to deal
All
with
of
heat.
which contain remnants of a civilization long extinct.
This right here, this whole broken window, I like the way that they did this because after me and Ryu spent forever playing back through Prime 2 and not being able, or was it Prime? No, it was Prime 3. It was Prime 3. We were playing through Prime 3, I'm pretty sure. It's 2 or 3. There's one section where we forgot to jump through a window because that's how you progress through that area. But you don't realize there's no window there. So like we just searched for hours trying to figure our way forward, and it was as simple as jumping through a window that wasn't actually there. This area looks
The
interesting.
maps are maze-like and intricately detailed.
Yeah. See what we have here. So interesting thing. We can radio the Galactic Federation. That I think is a really cool addition right there. Just this here alone. Also this is showing like this is the Volt Forge map processing. There's two towers, 3 towers total. Looks like. And then your second, like if you were press R, is of course Samus. I'm assuming her psychic abilities after that, the logbook, the settings, and the amiibos across the top. You can switch to world map with plush. Plus, you can put markers, which is nice. You can rotate, pan, zoom. Okay, so it is just pretty well the classic map style, and I love that. But
And ferocious beasts will stand in your way.
and those last enemies are these guys are very much like the enemies from Prime 3 that would teleport at you and try and whip
Will
you.
stand in your way.
And these are new enemies as well. Like
The key to
they weren't
exploration
really
is
shown
the
off
scan visor,
in other
which
trailers.
you'll use to gather information from the environment.
Okay. I do want to read these logbook interactions because it's nice to know these. Oh, Lamorne, gaze upward and behold the sacred tree blessed by the Temple of Memory, a shrine that preserves and protects our memories and wisdom. Interesting.
Why did this planet's civilization crumble? And what have they left behind?
Nova DNA sequencer, Lamorne device for complex genetic sequencing, used to identify organisms and analyze genetic mutations. So I'm guessing the Lamorne are the weird like axolotls.
Could there be a clue to your escape?
Lamorne processing tank prevents solidification and manages composition of lava extracted green energy. It is made of tempered glass. Interesting.
Scan various objects to collect and analyze information to
Yeah,
find
these
a way forward.
These dudes are the Lamorne.
Your core abilities include Samus's power
Yeah, so
beam,
not really
which
seeing
can shoot
anything
rapid fire or
different
charge.
there.
Highly
Yeah.
accurate target tracking missiles.
That's
The
cool.
ability to jump. The form-altering morph ball
It's funny that they highlighted the ability to jump.
and dash
not
it
like
while
double
locked
jump.
on a target. During your adventure, you will also receive mysterious powers passed down on Vuros. Psychic abilities. Direct the control beam's trajectory with the power of your mind. And use the psychic glove to
Maybe the
manipulate
psychic
energy
glove is what that.
and activate machinery.
There's 3 dots
By
were.
harnessing these abilities, you can access
So this here, one of the things I really like about what they did with this, so grapple beam's always kind of been like a normal thing for Metroid, you know? It's always been a normal thing. It's in every single game, if I remember correctly. I don't think there's a single game grapple beam's not in. Other than maybe Federation Force? I think Federation Force is the only one it's not in. Because you don't play as Samus in that one. But anyways, in like Super Metroid, you could take and grapple up and hold into a point. Like most of the previous Prime games, you've just been able to basically swing from location to location with your grapple. You're not, or you're pulling something with your grapple. You're not necessarily like using it to pull yourself somewhere.
this new area.
And this is very, very reminiscent of Super Metroid, where you could pull yourself up to the wall and then hang there, and then you could jump from that point.
Greatly expanding the explorable world.
These powers are just cool.
The various zones are connected by a central desert called Soul Valley. By obtaining Viola, a machine left behind by an ancient civilization,
I do think
you
this
can freely
motorcycle's
traverse the
really
roadless desert
cool,
as you head for each zone.
but I don't necessarily feel like we
Certain
needed
actions
it
can be
in a
taken while
Metroid.
riding Viola.
But I guess it
These
is a
include
quicker way to
countering
get around,
attacks
and
from
but I'd
approaching
still much
enemies.
rather just like fly my ship from one location
And
to another.
smashing crystals at high speed to convert them into the energy you'll need on your
But I'm
adventure.
assuming like the
Plus,
explanation for
if
that.
Samus is in a location where she can ride Viola, it can be summoned instantly. And by dismounting, you'll return to a first-person perspective.
So yeah, the crystals are the fuel for the car. Okay, which is good to know. But I'm assuming
To
that
continue exploring.
the reason we end up getting Viola is because when she gets teleported to the new planet, her ship's not with her. So that would make sense. And I'm assuming they're far enough away that she can't call it to her.
Like Samus, some Galactic Federation troopers were also transported to Vuros.
Beacon received.
Follow distress signals to help
And I really do like the design of these new Galactic Federation troopers. Like, very much, it gives me like the Bad Batch feels from Star Wars, especially this dude.
the troopers and occasionally battle alongside them. They can even provide useful upgrades. Teamwork is key if any of you
It
hope to
looks like
escape the planet.
Mackenzie is the like the tech or the mechanic, which I didn't even think to look at the stuff over here. Okay, yeah.
Teamwork is key if any of you hope to escape the planet.
Looks like Fury Green is probably one of the first areas we're gonna end up going to.
Alive.
Kabi looks to be the sniper. Yeah, so plasma beam, ice beam, and looks like some electricity beam or wave beam, one of the two. Because that could be a good way to represent wave, is like with the thing, but that looks more like a lightning bolt than anything. Yeah, like this beam here. The fuck was that? Yeah, that's a lightning beam. So that's a new beam, which is cool. And it looks like Duke and Armstrong. Sergeant and Corporal? Interesting. Corporal Armstrong, Sergeant Duke, Master Sergeant Duke. What it looks like. But yeah, that's a new beam weapon that kind of sucks that they didn't
Well,
hit him.
if it's the only way off this rock. All right, I'm in.
What do you say? Teammates?
It appears you require assistance.
I had no interest in anyone but my family. Now it's a little different.
When we get home, I hope we can keep the band together.
I'm actually I know a lot of people are gonna be probably bitching about the fact that there's a whole nother cast of characters in the story that aren't, just enemies for you to kill. Because a lot of people like the loneliness Metroid gives you, but I feel like this fleshes out more of the Galactic Federation. I like
I
that.
can't wait to see my family.
This is very reminiscent of the boss fight from the original Metroid Prime, where it was just a fire turret.
When
So
I get back home,
I took
I'll be taking you
inspiration from
much
that.
needed leave.
That thing looks like it's going to be a pain in the butt to fight. And it's interesting that you're either going to have to avoid it or fight it with you.
A new fate and an unknown destiny await.
That was a giant sentinel, it looked like. Yeah, this thing's like a giant sentinel right there. Yeah, that's a giant droid.
Destiny await on
We got a
Planet
giant
View.
dragon. The Noros is the dragon.
Samus and her
Delios. I'm assuming. Okay,
unknown
so
destiny await on Planet View.
this guy is definitely how we get our plasma beam. When we defeat him, is when we. Well, no, she already had plasma beam. Never mind.
A new fate and an unknown destiny await
Yeah,
on
right.
Planet View-Rose.
She has plasma and
Samus
ice
and her
beam
allies'
here.
fight to survive is about to begin. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Available December 4th, only on the Nintendo Switch 2
Really
and
interesting.
Nintendo Switch systems. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. The footage shown was from the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of the game.
I'm glad about the.
You can use
Yeah, that's a lightning beam.
mouse
Like, that is an
controls
electric
for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2.
Okay, so it seems to
Simply
stun
adjust how you hold
enemies.
the Joy-Con 2 controllers to seamlessly swap between standard and mouse
Interesting.
controls as you play. Plus, you can explore the immersive world in
If there's anything else with them. Nothing else on the screen I'm seeing.
Simply adjust how
One
you
thing
hold the Joy-Con 2
of the,
controllers
like-
to seamlessly swap between standard and mouse controls as you play.
Triple beams? Psychic beams?
Plus, you can explore the immersive world in 4K at 60 frames per second, or enjoy smoother action in full HD at 120 frames per second. Choose from these two modes, both of which support HDR, based on your preference and playstyle.
And this here, so definitely they took a little bit from Dread in the fact that they found a way to do like 2D sections again with the morph ball from side view, which that's a cool ability. You're using grapple beam in morph ball mode.
The Nintendo
I didn't realize that was grapple beam in morph ball mode.
Switch 2 edition of the game can
And obviously Spider Ball's back. Because there's the Spider Ball tracks right there. don't think you see it in this little clip though.
Or HDR, based on your preference and play style.
Yeah, no, you don't see, but like,
The Nintendo Switch 2
oh,
edition of the game
that's
can be
pretty
played on
cool.
Switch 2.
Pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Please be sure to purchase the game edition that matches your system. Plus,
I think
Nintendo Switch 2 players who have Metroid Prime 4 Beyond on Nintendo Switch can upgrade to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing the upgrade pack. 3 new Metroid.
So, okay. Well, that's pretty well everything for the trailer. I think we're gonna be eating good. Oh, that was not the right phrasing to use for my stomach. But regardless, I think Metroid fans are gonna be very, very happy with the way this game comes out. And yeah, that's everything for me today, guys. Thank you everybody for coming by.